Well, let's get started. Hey horror freaks, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. If this is the first time here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you can get notification every single time that I post a video, and I post every single week. As you can see from the title, today's video is going to be my full review with spoilers of the found footage and also comedy horror film DEADSTREAM. This is a Shudder original. This one came out on October 6th on the streaming platform. Being fully honest, I wasn't planning on doing a review until I saw that had really good reviews, since by the time that this film came out, I was on vacations. So I didn't have the time until I came back to actually sit down and watch it. And honestly, I don't regret it. Now, as always, all my reviews are with spoilers. If you don't want them just to see if this was worth it or not, on the description box down below, here you're going to find my spoiler-free review, because I like to give you guys the two options. So given the little token disclaimer ahead, let's get into the video. Now, before I start, I want to apologize if you hear any background noises. It's that my family is watching TV on the living room, and well, sometimes that happens and I can't do anything about it, but well, I apologize. Now, this film follows a disgraced internet personality that attempts to win back his followers by live streaming one night alone in a haunted house. But when he accidentally pisses off a vengeful spirit, his big comeback event becomes a real lifetime for his life. This film reminds me to Spree, that is a 2020 found footage, yeah, also horror film, but with the difference that instead of the male protagonist being famous already and trying to win back his followers, on Spree he's trying to become famous. I personally believe that Spree is not that bad, but if you ask me, I prefer DEADSTREAM. Now, DEADSTREAM is an hour and a half live stream. Like, the found footage method here became very immersive, something that I do really enjoy about the film. The film starts as if you're watching a YouTube video. I'm pretty sure that watching it on a computer instead of like a TV or maybe in your phone has to be even more immersive, because at least I do prefer watching YouTube on my computer or on my phone, not on TV. But still, I feel like that found footage method atmosphere that they wanted to bring here, really good, and you never really lose it. Like, you're always feeling that you're watching a live stream. But like I said, it's 1 hour and a half. You need to do something really good if you want to keep me interested by that amount of time with just one character. Basically a very simple story and a very basic film, being honest. There's nothing wrong with that, but found footage films, they tend to be like very simple, but that's like the magic of it. Like, something that I have said before here is that I am not the biggest fan of found footage, but still I decided to give this film a chance, since it has a lot of good reviews. So basically we have this man, I'm not gonna lie, I hated him. He's the type of person that if it was real, like a real internet personality, I wouldn't follow him. Like, seriously, I just can't follow that type of person. Of course, that's the purpose of this whole film. Basically, he did something controversial and he's being kind of canceled, and he's losing a bunch of followers and his sponsors, so he's trying now to do something to gain them back, and in this case is going on a live stream to spend the whole night on a haunted house. And we see all throughout the film, like, the comments of the people. We even see some interactions, like the people send him videos. Like, for example, he saw a symbol at some point and someone tells him, Sean, this means this and what you did was wrong because of this and that. Because basically he destroys a symbol that was what was keeping spirit like calm, or like on a cage, if you want to call it. Like, that symbol was important, but since he destroyed it, now he's in a real danger. Because at the beginning, of course, people is thinking that he's faking it, but of course, as the film moves on, we know, of course, that it's real. Even at some point, a fan appears and she tricks him to say this phrase, but instead of being what he thinks that it is, it's like giving permission to the spirit to take him and his soul. So he was fooled by this fan, because she appears in the middle of nowhere. Like, he's in the middle of nowhere, and she appears like, hey, I'm a big fan, I know where you were, and blah blah blah. And then she sits down with him, and she's with him for a small amount of time. Like, the reality that he's alone for the majority of the film. Of course, we see other people like sending him videos. Those are the only other characters that we actually see, because the other part of the cast is essentially like ghost and like zombie and that type of thing. Like, I wouldn't call it a zombie precisely, but you get my point. Basically, he's the main character. We have the fan, the girl, and some fans, but the rest of the cast are just evil spirits and that type of stuff. So it's a very short cast. So if you're doing that, you need to do something really good. But I really feel that this film was able. Like, even though I am not the biggest fan of found footage, I wasn't the biggest fan of the main character because he's awful. Not as much as Dashcam. That main character, that she was awful, like, seriously. Actually review the film, so leaving it here if you're interested in watching that. But her, she was awful, like, seriously. She made me watching the film torture. But him, in this case, although I didn't like him, I could bear it. Like, I was like, okay, fine. I just want to watch how this is going to end, although we all know how these films end. I think that the only film that had like a different ending in found footage is As Above, So Below. I think that that's the only one where some of the characters actually survive. That was a spoiler, and I am sorry, but if you haven't watched it, that's a really good film actually. I really like As Above, So Below. But although I wasn't surprised by the ending, I wouldn't call the film predictable. I was caught by surprise by the things that happened on the film. So it was a pretty enjoyable one. I'm actually surprised to saying that because, being honest, this is not my type of horror. Maybe if this is your type of horror, maybe you're going to love it. So for me, this film is a 4 out of 5. The only reason why I don't give it 5 is because of the main character. Because seriously, I hated him with my life. Like, seriously, like I said, this is the type of person that I would never follow on social media. I just can't. But still, definitely, the film did a pretty good job with, although having this type of main character, but having good elements. Has some jump scares, of course. The makeup looks good. The practical effects, they look pretty decent. This has this sense of realism. Like I said, you definitely feel like you're watching a live stream, a really long one. Like, that's another thing. Sorry. Funeraria. Moving on. That was my sister. What I was saying, yes. For me, the film felt a little bit too long. Like, it's not that it's long, because I mean it's an hour and a half, but it's the type of film that you definitely feel that it's longer than it should. That will be the only thing, and the fact that I didn't like him. But taking out that, the film is actually pretty good and will be definitely a recommendation. So like I said, this is a 4 out of 5, 7 out of 10. Like, it was a pretty enjoyable one. Would I rewatch it? Maybe. I don't know. I need to be really in the mood of watching found footage. But I don't think that this one will be my first choice in found footage. My favorites ones are actually Rec, that is a Spanish horror film, and As Above, So Below. Those ones will be, and Blair Witch, of course. Those 3 will be my first choices if I am in the mood of watching found footage. But still, I was surprised by this, but I did enjoy this a lot. But well, I think that this is all for the review. Thank you so much for watching. Now, I said on my last video that I was going to be posting my Cabinet of Curiosities review on Monday. I'm actually going to switch. I have a video recapping the films that will be coming in November, coming next week. So what I'm going to be doing, that video will be coming on November 1st, and my Cabinet of Curiosities review will be coming on Friday, since it's going to take me a little bit longer, since there are 8 episodes and there's a lot to discuss. So it's going to take me a little bit longer to elaborate, so I need more time. So I'm doing November horror on November 1st, and on November 4th will be Cabinet of Curiosities. So just leaving there just in case. But let me know what you thought about this stream. If you already watched it, if you haven't, let me know. Would you watch it? Like, like I said, I wasn't going to even do a review, but someone asked me like, hey, you're going to be doing a review about the stream, and I was like, you know what, yeah, I will do it, I will do it. Also, I know that I haven't done a Terrifier 2 review. That's because I haven't been able to watch it, but it's coming to Screenbox on October 31. But since I'm going to be on a trip, I need to wait until I get back home to watch it, meaning that sadly that video, the only way I can promise it's Saturday. That will be the earliest I will do my review. If not, maybe Tuesday. So probably Saturday or next Tuesday, since I need to get back home to watch it and film and blah blah blah. But I have another vacation planned for Halloween, so it's been a wild month. It's been a very busy month, but I haven't even been able to like sit down and enjoy the month. Like, it's been a lot, but I love what I do, so it's not that it bothers me. But well, thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to see you guys on my next video. Bye.